what certainly has not been affected by the wind is the energy in the crowd. The music has been blaring, and there is a lovely atmosphere. Wolfson Stadium does not ever disappoint, and so wonderful to see SuperSport keeping on bringing rugby to different communities around Southern Africa. And interesting matchup we have between the teams today. Looking at the first side, the Sharks, well, a good mixture. If you just look at the wings of Mvovo, the Springbok, then Zas, Ward captaining, Murray Costa's a youngster I'm really keen to see running the ball around, and some good, strong, young, loose forwards, and Meyer and Mkluno, strong, and Callan van der Merwe, the youngster off the bench. He was in school just last year, so looking forward to see how he fares. Then Eastern Province have a good back three. Tristan Fourie performed well in the Varsity Shield. Tukisa and Detoy both have a wealth of experience. The loose forwards are quite impressive, and some big locks that are holding it together. Giant Mtanda and Lindo Kushla, big Welumo, and Tembekile Boltina performed very well as well in the Varsity Shield, so it'll be good to see him involved. I'm in the booth today with a man so sweet they had to name him after a treat. Fudge Mabeta. Fudge, what are you expecting from today, brother?
Anton Taylor, what an incredible day of rugby it's been. The two games before this were won by a simple 2 points coming right down to the hour in the final minutes. We look at the Sharks coming out now, they are psyched. It's such a young side. It's actually amazing that they're able to be performing in the form they've been able to attain over the past couple of games. Really awesome to watch these youngsters come into their own, led by none other than Jeremy Ward. Played SA Schools, played SA Under-20, is captaining at outside center. He'll be great to watch. Take nothing away from an EP Elephant side that are building. It's a slow progress, but a progress nonetheless. They are happy with that. Their head coach, Kubani Boy, has been excited with the youngsters coming through. There we see the captain, Giant Mkyanda. He will be vital for them today. One of the older players on the pitch. But they've got some flair out wide, as they always have. Watch out for Ntabeni Tukisa as well as that inside center. What a battle we're about to witness. Easy Fana 101. A legend in Port Elizabeth. Anton, this is going to be a cracker.
Indeed it is. And I think both these teams just trying to find their potential. Oh, but I mean, when this is your first man out, I mean, you got to back the Elephants. Look at the power. He's gone for the fist push-up. Oh, I absolutely love it. Paul Menti is going to be officiating today. And he played rugby himself at club level. And he said he wanted to make it to the highest level, and he was too small to play the game, so he said, let me officiate. And he says his favorite food is anything prepared by his wife. Himself having attended Masikanyise High School. The game has begun. The Sharks playing from left to right. The final SuperSport Challenge game of the day at Wolfson Stadium, and it's the captain, Giant Mtianda, who puts in a great take rather. So you really had to jump off the ground.
Use it 9.
Now the kick comes in. Eastern Province chasing immediately. Reno Smith. With the step. Xavier Swartboy, he's playing scrum up today for the Sharks. Swartboy works it out quickly. Costa, the youngster I spoke about. Jeremy Ward, the captain, does some zigzagging. Swartboy himself hails from the Heidelberg area of the Western Cape. He's getting out quickly at the beginning of this match. Smith through! Reno Smith puts it to his boot, and it is being hunted. Fielded. Lelinzas takes the ball now, whipped out quickly. Vian Foslu. It's a hard one for Costa.
Advantage.
An advantage now being played.
Well, Anton, a frantic start to this game. Costa does well to swing it out wide, the communication there, but it's all about Reno Smith. Brilliant kick forward, excellent weight, bounce of the ball, goes Swartpo's way.
First scrum.
Looks like there was a knock there.
Be patient, please. Patience.
Collected well. Here is the knock. Up it does. Costa just unable to collect it there. Awkward pass coming from Swartpoe. But wow, from Giant Mkyanda's take from the kickoff to that play, what a start.
On the money, Fudge.
Bind.
The Sharks have come in with a lot of electricity.
Set.
Richman Gora feeds. It's a stable looking scrum to begin this match. The kick comes in. And now we'll have a chance to examine the lineouts.
Line is the middle.
This is going to be a vital part of the game. It'll be great to see this battle at line-out time.
Put.
EP Elephants will want to improve from their performance last week.
Time back on.
Contested comes out the way of the Sharks. It's given to big Kutam Chunu.
No hands, right?
He's a Glenwood former student. And Kwenzo Blase, the prop for Eastern Province earlier, also a Glenwood
Advantage,
former
right?
student.
Knock on advantage.
Featuring prominently Namakaba flanking for Western Province. Comes out the side for Eastern Province. And I'll tell you, Lwazi Mbobo was lurking,
No advantage. Knock on.
looking for an intercept.
Been some good questions being asked from the Sharks. We knew there'd be a threat out wide. They've shown that they are. Great intent shown by the
Too
captain,
much
who's had a
movement before the
perfect
ball
start to
comes
this
in.
game,
Let's just keep
competing,
stability
getting
for
up.
me, please.
Huge hit from Mihlali Mpafi. He's been playing since he was 12 years old through the youthful ranks at Border. Good to see him on the pitch. This will be interesting. The youngsters of the Sharks versus the experience of the Elephants.
Bind. Come back.
My colleague Fudge was pointing out that it's an enormous pack weight difference. He'd been pointing out the difference in ages to me between these two sides. As he's just said, experience versus youth, a sturdy scrum. Richmond Gora digs it out. Through the hands, working well. Good hit from Jeremy Ward. Ward was a fine water polo player in his time. Gora. Oof, and
Time off.
he's an EP player.
Okay, guys, it's an injury.
Paul Menti protected him.
That looks like Mtabe and Itukisa. Very important part of this EP Elephant side. Oof. That's That's a hard shoulder, isn't it,
That's
Anton?
right in the ribs. Maybe that should be looked at.
I'm on my left.
This is a hard man.
It's fine, but it's Jonga, but.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thanks.
He's been kicking really well coming into this game.
And he plays 10 as well.
Yeah, scrum
His
their ball.
expression after he gets hit.
Okay. Time back on.
I don't know
Scrum their
if he
ball.
uses his arms
Yeah.
either. That's gotta hurt. Out of sight. Couldn't brace
Okay.
for it.
Time off.
There we go.
Christy.
But a
Christy?
gritty player.
Yeah.
Okay, Christy, I'll come
Zintabeni
to you.
Tukisa, always looking
Potential
for
foul
space,
play
runs an
against
incredible short
Black, you
line.
say?
Number 12, Black.
Number 12, Black.
Yes,
All right. So, shoulder, it was a leading shoulder into the tackle.
that's correct.
Okay, so penalty only.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Christy. Captain? Captain? Okay, I've just been advised that the gentleman that got injured here is because number 12, Black, led it with the shoulder into the tackle. So we're going to take a penalty against you here. Yeah, penalty only. Yeah.
Fudge, what do you
Okay.
think of that? I
Time
think
back
Morris's
on.
low is lucky.
Well, the TMO, Christie gets it spot
Yeah,
on.
it's a penalty.
Great to see as well. He should be held responsible for that and
Okay, what are we doing?
also punished.
Post. Shot is the call.
And the man who was hit with that cold shoulder will now be rewarded if he can get this over. He backs himself, he's got the wind behind him. The
And,
wind has started to slow down a little bit, hasn't it, Anton?
Just to clarify, this will be the kicker. Dekisa, he played South African Barbarians back in 2012. He's been involved in the Pro 14, a lot of experience. So, that's excellent, excellent. Eastern Province first on the score sheet.
Well, the man they know is DK. Tabeni Tukisa does well. Yep, that's a clear penalty, and boy, that's got to hurt right in the ribs. But he's able to kick it over, convert, and the EP Elephants are rewarded.
It's a deep kick, and Tristan Fourie, good dummy from him, and then the kick.
That's a good exit coming from Tristan Fourie. Smart, just taking it straight to boot, not putting it up first. They've got the wind behind them, so they can afford to do that.
Good line out. And last week, between the Bulls and the Lions, we saw perhaps a difference of the game being the
That's
line
lines
out.
number
Spudge and I
9.
often talk about the importance of that set piece, so interesting to see how they fared today. The Sharks thus far doing well. Swart boy feeds it out. Been impressed with his service thus far. Smith enters the line, gets it out. Now a burst of pace. Leyland Zas gets over the basketball pass.
Advantage, knock on
And
advantage.
Lowe just spattered forward. Marius Lowe was a flanker at school, then moved to centre. Now, EP with advantage. Keen to attack it. Strong defenders, and it's Lowe, the man I was mentioning.
Tackle.
Look how big John Mtande is in the midst of that all. Such a physical presence.
Unit, isn't he?
Charge down.
No advantage. Knock on.
So the referee Mendy playing a good advantage, allowing them the opportunity to try to make something. Brilliant work by Kwanda Timaza. So the pressure hasn't decimated yet. Still the EP Elephants being tested now at scrum time. This will be an interesting pattern.
Coach. Point. Set.
Bit of a mess at the scrum time.
Walking around the corner.
Well, John Mayer,
Walking around the corner.
they do not look happy at all. The EP Elephants. Good scrumming by Kutuzani Mchunu and John Mayer.
Okay, Branzai.
And they just can't stand the pressure. So I think Mendy gets it right there. You can see them wheeling.
Michael Mayer. Captain Paul Roos.
Advantage.
Swat boy. Now running onto the other Sharks. Maurice Lowe.
Taking a more.
Made an error, but there was advantage.
Lindo Kuhle Welemu. Man born in Danzane, Makiwane. He's got some Pro 14 experience. They're just sacking it too early. No advantage through that knock-on. They'll have another goal, the Sharks.
It's a maul.
The maul set up. The Sharks now
That's once
moving
now.
forward. And it's Michael Mayer. Swat boy orders the big men to take it. His locks. Kuchlenberg, supported by Andrew Evans. Both locks for the Sharks, over 2 meters tall. Out again.
Leave it now too, thank you. Advantage
Swat boy
offside.
feeds it out again. It's Luke Stringer. He's been playing a lot of Super Rugby. Western Province last year. Look out for him. Nice hands from the lock. Jeremy Ward. But the defense from Eastern Province thus far exemplary. Now, quickly, through the hands. Space opening up. Leyland Zas bursts onto it with pace.
No. I cannot give it to you. There's a second movement. I cannot give it to you. There's a second movement. We're going to go back for the penalty advantage. For a knock offside.
Well, a nice quick call by the referee, Mendy.
Yeah, clearly a second movement. We're going to go
Quick
back
hands, it was
here for
on
the
out
penalty.
wide. A skip pass would have done. Huge defense coming in from Tabeni Tukisa.
Offside. Giant.
Great defense
discipline
from
up,
the
please.
EP Elephants. Really scrambling and putting in the work off the ball. Good to see.
Fudge, as you say, a hugely impressive defense from the home team. Can they hold on? Mayer finds his mark.
Maul!
And once again, it's a battle of the defense. It's the Sharks
Let's
attack.
use it 9 once.
Mayer still holding on to it. They're wheeling a bit.
Use it or lose it.
Swat boy wrapped up in the midst of it. Comes out, he cleans up, holds on to it. Right decision. Opposite number, Richmond Gora takes him down. Zas appears to be standing guard at scrum off until Swat boy reappears, which he does.
Big hit by Yuri van Vieren.
As you
Advantage
mentioned
number 2
earlier,
offside.
Fudge, it's the older hard men of EP.
Number 2, you're clearly offside from this rack. Yellow card.
Wow. Mendy straight to the pocket. Too many penalties on the 5 meter.
Offside.
Starting
2.
to get a little bit cynical, and EP Elephants desperate to get out from deep in their 22. Sharks keep on knocking on their door though. It's a big hit there by Van Vieren. Unfortunately, Mpafi a little bit offside.
So now the Sharks try again, except this time they have a one-man numerical advantage. Nonetheless, the Elephants are the ones marching the Sharks
Advantage coming
back.
from the side in the maul.
Where's that ball going to come out? Comes out the side of EP. That is something miraculous from them. One man down. And they've got advantage. From the deep pocket, Dukisa, who so often plays 10, puts in a big boot.
Side entry in the mall.
Menti calls him back.
And fair enough. It's not an advantage, but I love how Dukisa goes for that kick anyways, just to test out his range. And what a kick it was. Definitely on target. He'll be happy with his boots so far in the game. And what huge work done by the likes of Yuri van Vieren, Lindo Kuhle Welemu, the big men. Mihlali Mpafi doesn't get it right and he's been sent off. But Zandre Vos and Johan van Wyk, huge defense from them around the ruck there. Absorbing all that pressure coming from the Sharks. Well, Dukisa not getting as much distance as he probably would have liked, but still a useful clearance.
Number 6. 6 red. Sub.
Close enough to the
6.
halfway line to be comfortable attacking from here, surely.
They can do it. They can do it.
And Tembekile Poltina, the birthday boy, comes on for Mpafi, who is in the sin bin.
Poltina. Gora gets it out, the captain in Tianda. Dukisa, Eastern Province counter-attacking very well, now into the hands of Arendse. Pumped out. Lindo Kuhle Welemu. Welemu, rather. Over the hands, now some pace. Atimainje gets out the pass. The problem, however, goes straight to Marius Lowe. Murray Costa Hunter did well to get out that pass under pressure. The Sharks, and that has come off the chest of Reinhard van Wyk. Wow, some exciting rugby, I'll tell you that much.
A really good rugby. Unfortunately, the birthday boy doesn't get his throw in right. But Giant Mkyanda is showing great intent, nice and early, getting them over the advantage line. He's taken some hits, hasn't he, Anton? That is a huge hit coming in from Timaza. The toughness of Tabeli Dukisa at inside center being tested. Actually really impressed with the EP Elephants and how they put together some play here.
Likewise, Fudge, especially, they're playing with a man down. And they really, as you mentioned, it through the figure sort of represented by Dukisa, they're showing their hardness today. Saying to the Sharks, if you want the victory, you're going to have to come out and play hard today. Dig deep.
Coach! Bind! Set!
Swapwe goes on a run himself. Held on to it. Jeremy Ward. Ward from Port Elizabeth. He went to Grey High. Nice hands there from Demaza. The loose forward Fosloo through. Swapwe, quick service as per usual. Costa. Low. Loazio Mbovo, the veteran. 17 caps for the Springboks he has. Now it's John Hubert Mayer, Johnny Mayer. Costa. Unu. Unu was a top academic at Glenwood, 85% average, now bursting. Attempting to burst through. Reno Smith. Zas dishes out a hand on a bounce. But Arendse up for it eventually, and that's just gone to touch. So still, Eastern Province defense, one man down, impenetrable thus far.
Okay.
Well, having a chat
Table another blood sub for Sharks.
with
Just go for
Mihlali
blood
Mpafi is Diego Williams.
Let Sharks send someone in, please. Okay. Come in, mate. Let's go, please.
So Kuchlenberg goes off for blood. Barnard will come on in his place, but play continues.
For who?
Can Mfene,
Let's go, Chefs, please.
Tembekile, Boltina. Get it right now, the birthday boy.
So, Tianda, we spoke about the lineouts early on, and it's certainly something EP want to look at. At the moment, their hands forced with Mihlali Mpafi off the field. Willemu, and back at the first Supersport Challenge in 2017 here at Wolfson Stadium, Willemu was playing for Border. So he's been around the block. From East London originally. Now the kick comes in from Gora, and still Eastern Province surviving the attack of the Sharks.
Great exit. Richmond Gora. Giant Mkianda getting frustrated. Players not following the call, being confused.
Callum van der Merwe, just last year, was playing for Paul Boys and in the Craven Week. Now a nice kick from Costa, and that was a naughty push.
Pushing.
Well, that is ridiculous. Sonwabile Manchoyi pushed them. Both those centers run an incredible line. He does well to get back there. If he wasn't there,
18.
it would have been straight
Blood reversal.
into the captain. Jeremy Ward's hands. So the EP Elephants looking good on defense. The reaction speed, spot on. So Barnard will go off, and Kuchlenberg will come back on.
And once again over the top. The line-out goes amiss. Stringer, Costa, Ward, Zas. Smith puts it to his boot. Orenso, who's actually impressed me thus far today, holds on to it. Gets it, and now it comes out. Gora still gets hold of it.
Well, it comes off of Rian Arends, Ozard, Richmond Gora, rather, under all kinds of pressure.
Medic, please move away. Move away, please.
Van der Merwe. Swart boy. Wrapped up by Boltina.
Thank you, mate.
Nice hands from Zas. Gives it to the returned Kuchlenberg.
Rolling into him, player.
Van der Merwe. His father, Kurbis, played for and coached Western Province. Now the stabbing kick, hunted by a wall of Sharks. And the error. How quickly were those Sharks players up?
Brilliant play. You can see they've identified that space just behind the back line of the EP Kings, EP Elephants rather, and Tristan Fourie just can't get his hands on it. And so the pressure keeps increasing. 2 minutes left for that man, Mihlali Mpafi. Look how eager he is to get back on the pitch.
Coach. Bind. Set. Going in.
Virgil.
Anton, it's an early shove there. Get out of jail free for the EP Elephants.
Touch not found. We go on. Reno Smith assessing his options. Goes on the run. And now Fudge mentioned Sharks have been looking at the kicks. Ravi and Bova goes on the run. Don't be surprised if you see another kick at some point. Swart Boy, the big men using it through their hands. Costa feeds Stringer, gets out the pass. Smith, electric hands, over the top. Jeremy Ward waits for it, holds on to it. But can we just take a moment to appreciate some of the silkiest hands you'll see?
Wow, Reno Smith, take a bow. Look at this, Star Trek, brilliant offload. Oh, it's champagne rugby, isn't it, Anton? Great play, but good scrambling by Tristan Fourie to break that play down.
Reno Smith, he put in a 60-meter drop kick against UJ, the 2016 Varsity Cup. He's a man who can do it all. Brilliant guitarist, actually. And now EP slowing it down. The kick comes in from Gora. And not taken quickly. So still impressively with Mshlali and Pafi due to come back on. EP survived, Fudge.
Exactly, and the Sharks will just want to slow it down a little bit. Start inhibiting those 50-50 passes. It's keeping EP Kings in this game, EP Elephants.
That's it, Cullen. Lovely yourself.
Swart Boy, Costa, Vosloo, Stringer, Swart Boy,
Backwards from Blair.
ripped out, brilliant stuff by Zandre Vos. Now under pressure, Tristan Fourie evades Stringer. He's done very well, Fourie, to keep it alive. Waits for support players, they come.
Use 9.
Paul Menti gives the instruction to use it. Gora, which the box kick. There's a race going on. Into Elephant's hands. Rian Orenser. Gora, Nat was quickly up. Was he onside? An absolutely bone-shattering tackle. This is rugby.
Scrum cap.
Zandre Vos, born in Grahamstown, attended Graham College.
Hands in the ruck. Hands in the ruck. No.
Like a Staffy.
Come down.
Ozard.
Number 4.
That's Richmond Gora, the little number 9. He's keen to play. Mhlali Mpafi is also on the pitch, so the EP Elephants back to 15 men. Just get this air about them that they really want this win.
Kicking the ball in the ruck.
Surely another 3. They're going to go for it. Yeah.
Thank you, Christy.
Zandre Vos does really well. Tabeni Tukisa reacts well. Take a look at Gora. That's what you want at ruck time from your scrummy. Get that ball out.
Bit of a clap there. So now the man, the hard man, Tabeni Tukisa. Adds 3. These men and this man are hard.
Look, it's brilliant. They get rewarded for their efforts on defense. And they've capitalized on their opportunities. the EP Elephants. Sharks simply unable to do so far.
Reno Smith restarts.
Backwards from
Tianda
Black.
almost got it, the call backwards. Swart boy. Smith puts in a kick again. There's space open. Stays alive. Jeremy Ward. Now the Sharks looking dangerous. The Locks are waiting for it. Kuchlenberg pushed forward by Andrew Evans. And the counter-ruck from the EP Elephants. Stunning. Kick comes in. That's Martin du Toit.
Well, it's a huge defensive effort. Just
Blood
when it
reversal,
needs to
Black.
be close to the
Black
touchline.
reversal number 16 off.
Massive defensive effort coming from the EP Elephants. There's good composure shown by the captain, Jeremy Ward, just to hold the ball. He could have gone for the line. A couple of the forwards need to do that as well.
Michael Mayer returns to the field. Used to be a loose forward at school. Stringer, who used to be a prop at school himself. A remarkable transformation. Kuchlenberg, seen him used several times today. Manages to break forward a little bit. Unu. Costa, Smith. Ward into space, and that is
Forward pass.
very forward.
Scrum advantage.
Yuri van Vuren wrapped up.
Offside. Black.
Wow. Well, Reno Smith was having a field day. Seems to have injured himself. That'll be big concerns for the
Okay,
Sharks.
possible foul play against Red, Christie.
Don't have
Okay,
much
thank you.
depth.
All right, Christie, I come to you. We're looking for a possible foul play against Red.
Yes.
Can you please have a look for me and advise me accordingly?
Okay.
Thank you.
Reno Smith is in a world of pain, but we're looking now for an infringement against Red. Oh, that's it. Oh, I thought it was against Red, but it... oh no.
We're looking for a possible foul play against Red. Yeah, Christie.
I have a report.
Yes, Christie.
Number 13, red, also leading shoulder. Advice will be a penalty
On number 15, the Sharks player that is lying down there.
on the Sharks player, yes.
Okay, thank you, Christie. Number 5. 5 Red. You said Christie's number? The player that... Okay, number 13 tackled number 15, Black, late. So it's going to be a penalty against you, leading with a shoulder. Yeah.
Referee
Thank you,
Menti
Christie.
showing very good consistency. TMO
Right about here,
Christie as
Christie.
well. And Sonwabile Manchoyi is the one penalized for a leading shoulder into that tackle. Wow, there have been some big hits out there, Anton.
Now, Fudge, I want to ask you, when you were a younger player and you played against older, harder sort of sides like this, what's it like, and what do they try to do to sort of go against your youth and maybe bully you?
It's going to be hard up front. You just don't know where to look. It's Reno Smith. Brilliant no-look pass, but a huge shoulder coming in from Manchoyi. You just keep to your structures, Anton.
And I tell you, Reno Smith looked like he'd been shot with a bullet the way he went down after that shoulder into the spine. It's a testament to his durability that he's up. Low. He played his junior rugby Free State. He's at Grey College. Free State, of course, having played just before this. We lost the last 10 minutes to Western Province. Once again, Brilliant defense and counter-rucking from EP. Mpafi back on the field, back into action. Well held on there by Reynard van Beek. And Martin de Toy. That's a stellar kick.
Spectacular. They've been so accurate, the way they've targeted the rucks, the way they've targeted space, playing the territory game whenever they visit. 10 kicks from hand, they're using their boot, they've got the wind behind them, and also a slight breeze now. Then take a look at Mihlali Mpafi, man from Hudson High.
Calm back now, some pressure.
5-4. 5-4.
Look at those territory stats.
Swart boy took it, kicked it, and gets the line out.
EP Elephants trying to bully the Sharks. I was mentioning earlier, Anton, you stick to your structures. That helps you work through
number
the
15
bullying.
black,
It comes
sub.
together. One or two 50-50 passes for the Sharks, and it's not coming on off for them. Not taking the
Please just count them,
opportunities,
just to make
not
sure
able to
that doesn't
capitalize
happen.
when they visit the opposition's 22.
Hey, can we go, please?
Mpafi's been brilliant. Coming on, oof.
Let's go,
Oof,
chaps, please.
unfortunate, and it's that number 12, Marius Lowe.
It was Lowe who put in that
Table, time off.
hit that was penalized earlier on, in hopes that that was just an error from his part.
And it just, you know, the younger
Yes,
side, the Sharks being the much younger side, almost 7 years younger on average.
Askis.
You just want to be composed in these small moments, because that almost looks intentional, Anton. Ooh, tough one.
Yes.
I think there is a discussion going on. Paul Menti being,
Okay, all right. Okay, time off.
yeah, that does deserve examination, Fudge. I agree
Chrissy,
with you.
have a look for me. Possible foul play against Black.
Black 12.
Yeah. Chaps,
That's good officiating as well.
we've got possible foul play. Black, time is off, chaps. Time is off. We've got a possible foul play against you, Black. So time is off. The TMO is just looking at
Safety
it.
of the players is
Possible
vital,
foul play
especially these
against you, chaps.
youngsters.
So the TMO is just looking at it. Yeah.
So the question is, is he not already coming downwards?
Okay, this is obviously a hard one because you're looking for intention, but I wonder if you do see a bit of a hardening of the arm. You know, it's held in that position.
There's a possible foul play against you guys on the
Paul,
hooker of red. So we're just going to be looking at
are you
it.
ready?
Yes, Christy, I'm ready.
I've got number 12 Black, elbow to the head of the opposition player. So my recommendation will be a red card against 12 Black.
Okay, we've got number 12 Black, elbow into the head of a red player. So a red card against him.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you. Please get me number 12.
Well, he doesn't know what he's about to hear.
Welcome.
Joining the huddle.
This ball's about to fall out.
Okay, you hit a red player with an elbow and the head, so that's a red card.
I was gripping the ball, Mr. Ref. Sure, Ref.
Okay, thank you. All right, Christy, we're gonna go back to where the incident happened. Eh?
Well, I was
Yeah,
ripping
but I'll
the
give him-
ball
it's
is
fine,
Marius'
Christy.
Lowe's
Captain,
excuse
number 5.
or explanation.
5.
Look, I think you saw a tensing of the arm as the elbow came down, and you can't in a game
got
of
you,
rugby
Christy.
be putting
All right, you've got a
elbows into
penalty
heads.
here for number for them, yeah, hitting your player with the elbow on the head. You can either take this penalty here or take that line out there.
take a
It's your
penalty.
choice.
We're gonna get
You're gonna take a penalty. Thank you.
Oh, you gotta
Penalty.
love Giant and
Elbow
Chanda.
to the head.
Says we're gonna take the penalty and we'll kick it out and go take the line out. So he's probably gonna get cited, and I really do agree with you, Anton. He had, it seemed like, enough time to just place his arm out and palm his fall down.
And not helped by the fact that he had put in a late hit earlier on, which was penalized, which perhaps a harsher critic could have given him a yellow card already. So this is going to make for an interesting game. The Sharks have, and we see the handiwork of that elbow, And we've spoken about the durability of the players. Mpafi,
So tough.
so tough. And now the EP Elephants with a man advantage for the next 45 minutes, so long as they behave themselves. Charge forward, Giant Ntanda, the inspirational captain. And all of a sudden, the Elephants playing with energy, goes through the hands, and they're going to come back.
When we see that one man short, man extra on the back line, unable to take advantage of it. Ati Mayinje had acres of space in front of him. That man was in the team Mzwandile Stick coach when they won the Under-19 Currie Cup. And I wonder why he takes his eyes off of it there.
That's what Fudge looks like whenever I talk over him during the commentary booth.
Coach! Point!
That's a look over your shoulder, isn't it?
That is a skiff. Swapo, Costa. And now, of course, the Sharks without their number 12. Fourie takes it. Defense on him was good. Gora. Toy, flat pass. And a real bit of energy that the Elephants are now playing with. Martin Du Toit, the first name's Ozid. Most of his rugby played for Southwestern Districts and was a star for Hottentots Holland. Started playing from 16 and there are over 50 caps for them. Gora. Welemu. This is when the bullying can really begin from the EP Elephants, and hearing me, they give it to Giant and Ntanda. And then your two locks are nicknamed Big and Giant. I love Gora. Slapping hands out the way, held on by Reinhard van Wyk. Gets out the deft underhand pass. Dukisa, Du Toit, Mayinje. Van Wyk.
Leave it flat! And when it turn over like that, you're on the floor. You're on the floor, 6.
That's a clinical foul, surely.
Luke Joseph Stringer. Can you believe he played South African ice hockey? How random is that, Anton? Definitely looks the part.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
No right there. Has no right at all, does he, Anton?
Let's go, please.
Stringer, he's got a fire Instagram, and nice to see him swinging the weights around in Cape Town. Having moved last year to the Sharks.
Really awesome to see them win that Currie Cup last year, and he was coming from Western Province to beat Western Province in that Currie Cup final. So Sharks, so many youngsters coming through the ranks.
Ntanda, the Giant.
That's one, 7-9.
Now,
Come out, 6. 6, come out.
Gora letting his men, his charges, do the work.
9.
And Mshlali Mpafi, head bandage. Now out to Dukisa. Elephants searching for the try. Minute and a half left. Welemu. That was a stunning tackle on him. Swapo. Costa.
Bandage over.
So Costa finds touch. Still though, too close to the 22 to not feel the pressure coming from the EP Elephants, who are looking to close off this first half on a high. They're playing well, they're keeping the ball well, they're asking the right questions.
Ntanda takes it. And in the background, you can hear the singing. Wolfson is coming alive.
Use it once, number 9.
Yuri van Vuren, man who was born Ladybrand, small agricultural town, the Free State, but the Sharks do well there.
Good work from Kutuzani Mchunu. Got some super rugby experience, only 22 years of age.
Let's go, please. Coach! Bind! Set!
Now on the stroke of half-time, Swart Boy sends it down the wing, the kick comes in, anticipated, and what? Tekisa, that's another, it's not nice to see, and we're really hoping Tebeni Tekisa's okay. He rides upon the floor. Richmond Gora, thing is meant to, how is Tekisa getting up? Resurrected, I don't know what I just saw. I thought he was out of the game for the second time today. Got many lives. And Richmond Gora puts in a box kick. Elephants keen to continue playing like a sitting duck. Chamberlain read it well though.
Release!
But he's flying.
Release, Black. Red.
This is a fine game of rugby.
Advantage offside. Red 7. Penalty
Chamberlain, Ward,
advantage.
and Bobo. The flyer gives it to his fellow wing, Leyland Zas, but it is forward. And I love the smile there. We wait on Paul Menti.
Quite close, both sides looking to spread the ball out wide and have a run. There he is, Ntabeni Tukisa. He's had a fantastic game for the EP Elephants so far in this first half, but take a look at this. Oh, that is awkward.
Oh,
That's him chasing over there. He actually makes a nuisance of himself between Lasimpovo and Zas. With that knee, still hobbling along, getting into line,
Turn back on.
putting in an effort. And it's been like that. We saw Rian Arends now, the brilliant chase up. The effort from this EP Elephant side has been great. And I'm sure the head coach, Kubani Boy, will start to have a smile on his face with how things are starting to look for this EP Elephant side. If you don't have the effort, it doesn't matter how well structured you are, it doesn't matter what your tactics are, you need that effort off the ball. Alan de Wit coming on now
Coach!
for Reinhard van Wyk.
Bind! I'm asking both of you guys to please keep the gap and stay square, please. Coach! Bind! Set!
de Wit makes space for Gora. De Toy, Tukisa, Mainje, bursts onto Trisopari. Elephants now looking at some pace. And the final pass
I don't know if that came off of a Shark's hand.
I know. Wow. Fudge, run us through this.
Tristan Fourie, that's where he should let it go. He doesn't see the Captain Ward coming in, and it almost looks like it comes off of Jeremy Ward's hand there. But what a brilliant first half. Beautiful rugby. They've taken their opportunities, 2 conversions of the penalty. Brilliant play from the EP Elephants to lead 6-0 at half time.
What an interesting first half of rugby that we have just had in terms of the Eastern Province taking on the Sharks 15. And it's a game that is wrapping up the Supersport Rugby Challenge Festival for the weekend. 6 points to 0 rather in favour of the EP Elephants. And doing relatively well to hang on to the game, but don't necessarily take my word for it. I'm joined by Vainan Willis. And Vainan, it's been an interesting, if you will, game, first half of proceedings.
It's a very sloppy first half, poor discipline by both teams. The EP Kings getting a yellow card, but the Sharks not really taking advantage of the yellow card. 10-11 line-outs, they had the yellow card, they didn't take advantage of it. And the Kings really building character out of coming back and really keeping themselves in this game.
You mentioned the character that the guys are building. They got themselves through that yellow card and they managed to hold the game relatively well. Still in the lead. They were actually in the lead when they did pick up that yellow card as well. But also, there was a red card that came through on the Shark side as well.
Yeah, no, it's a bit disappointing. It was definitely in the face. And the ref didn't think any time about it. The TMO didn't think about it. It was an immediate red card. And that's really costly for the Sharks. The Sharks really need this crucial win. And one would want to think that, is the pressure really getting to them, as you mentioned earlier? Or is it really something that the guys, the discipline really disappointed them first off? Jeremy Ward is a very experienced campaigner. Lwazimova is a very experienced campaigner. The leadership and the experience is definitely there to really keep the guys at bay. But unfortunately, the discipline is disappointing at the moment.
Think about the Elephants went into this game as the underdogs. And the thing about the underdogs is that the longer you keep them in the game, then the more they believe that have the potential to actually win the game. And that's exactly what's happening here, isn't it?
100% spot on, Sam. Backs against the wall. EP Kings knew they're underdogs, but as soon as you give them a sniff, they will come back. It's a young squad. You gotta have guys like Richmond Gora, Ozzy DeToy, the 9 and 10. They're playing so well. The halfbacks are playing so well. So it's very important for the Sharks to not have given them that sniff, which they have done.
Now, we spoke a little bit earlier about what's important to take care of in the game, things like territory and kicking and such, but they're the match stats there, Venon. What's your take on that?
Yeah, 42 tackles made by the Sharks, 30 for the EP Kings. You know, the lineouts, 11 lineouts for the Sharks compared to 6 against 7. It just shows an indication that the Sharks really want to, get their momentum, but their mauls are not really working for them at the moment. You know, that the Kings are really competing quite well. So they're making it very difficult for themselves at the moment, and they've really not taken advantage to certain opportunities that they've been given first half.
Possession and territory is something that's relatively startling because the Province are behind in terms of the game and they're underdogs, but they're holding the possession, they're holding the territory game as well.
I think the halfbacks of EP Kings are playing a crucial role. Richmond Gora, Ozzy DeToy, they had the win with them, but they're really crucial in terms of their tactical kicking. They're really testing the back three of the Sharks, and they're making sure that Richmond Gora takes a lot of pressure off Ozzy DeToy at the moment.
Now, we've got the Sharks who are a player down. We saw the Elephants manage to weather the storm when they were one player down. Where does it go to here for the Sharks? Because they've played a scrappy game, as you say.
Look, they're really going to have to weather the storm. They're really going to have to fight. It's going to build a lot of character to come and really be victorious for the Sharks. The EP Kings will probably look at this and be like, James, we've lasted 40 minutes. We've really played well. Let's go out there. Let's take the points that are given to us because they're 6-0 down at the moment. They took their points when they had it. Dukis is a very good kicker, also a very experienced campaigner. You know, Zach the Greek was. So he's a guy that will want to take the points whenever it's necessary for them. But the Sharks really need to come out and really need to fight very hard to get this win.
Now, the next 40 minutes are going to be a strong test of character for both sides. Sharks obviously with one player less. The Elephants, they are going in as underdogs. Who's going to win this one? Let's go find out in the second half.
We've got a game in our hands, half-time at Wolfson Stadium. Sees the home team, Eastern Province, leading the Sharks 6-0. Eastern Province playing with a one-man advantage for the rest of the game after Marius Lowe was red carded for an elbow to the head of Mshlali Mpafi. And now the game restarted, and you see the knee of Ntabeni Dukisa strapped there. He received a hard late hit from Lowe to the ribs in the beginning of the game, and somehow he's recovered after getting his knee. It appeared to be popped out of position. Swartboy, whose service was good in the first half, works it out for the kick. I'm in the booth with Fudge Mabeta. What are you looking forward to, and what do you expect we can anticipate from the second half?
Anton, what a game we have on our hands here. The EP Elephants just looking so structured and bullying the Sharks, who have had some brilliant moments but just haven't been able to capitalize or break the defensive line of the EP Elephants.
Tianda takes it beautifully. Gora Dukisa. He's wrapped up, and a whole team of Elephants players wrap around. That's Van Vuren who takes it in. Now Diego Williams. He used to play for Gardens Rugby Club in Uitenhage in the 2014 Cup final when Gardens beat Uitenhage. He was player of the match. Pass goes to hand, prop to prop. Johan van Wyk. Now Diego Williams, the man I was talking about, was man of the match in that final, takes it. Elephants starting strong the second half. Gora pumps it out. Willemu marching forward. Push back.
Ball is available.
A lot of players waiting for it. It's De Wit. The captain, Mtianda, my colleague Fudge was saying to me how he has put up his hand today. Been playing so well. De Toy. Advantage to the Elephants. Van Vuren. Tianda. Intercepted. Elephants will be thanking their luck that they had advantage.
Well, 10 phases is what they go through, and a sigh of relief for them. Luckily there was an advantage. How many times have we seen Lwazi Mvovo do that, Anton?
What are we doing?
It's his birthday tomorrow.
Scrum is the
Lwazi
call.
Mvovo turns 23, the Springbok.
Stay away from the
Not
arm. I need you to
rolling
find
out
it.
of the way, and yep, there you can see it looks to be Jeremy Ward who's offside. Slight lapses in concentration, making it very difficult for the Sharks to get any momentum now.
Coach! Bind! Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Keep the gap for me.
I saw a little nudge there from Richmond Gora. And he's also been a live wire today. Hey, hasn't he brought a great vibe to the team?
Let's go!
Coach! Bind! Sit!
Gora, the live wire feeds. Goes on a run blind. Lovely little stepping. And the Giant waits for it. Then joins the pack. Hafi waits for it, then he joins the pack. Picks it up, puts his head down, the head that's bandaged. That seems completely invulnerable after getting that elbow from low. Now out, Van Vuren. Tianda, and a performance from him, and Pafi. Elephants unable thus far to break over. Du Toit steps once. It's a good tackle from Mvova on him now. Out left, Tristan Fourie, hot stepping! Gets it over! Tristan Fourie, the stepper, gets EP's first try and the first game, if you can believe it, of the match.
And take a bow, Tristan Fourie. Composure has been lacking in this game, but not from the EP Elephants. So much time to look left or right to try the offload. Keeps his mind nice and composed, waits for his moment, finishes the try beautifully. You can just hear the home crowd singing away. What a vibe.
De Kiezer again. But she's one of the players that have put their hands up so high today.
Now he's been the nucleus of this side's performance. Tristan Fourie, brilliant finish, so much work to do. Great composure shown by the fullback.
Butter Chamberlain restarts. He's giant. Tianda, who has been a giant, not only by name, but by performance today. Richmond Gora sells the dummy. Seen two Sharks players diving up for it. He darted in.
That's some really good work from the Sharks. Gideon Kuchenberg, although he falls for the dummy which was sold by Gora, reacts really well. He just wraps Gora up. Very difficult for him to get away from the big man.
This is what it's all about. The crowd and super sport. And the energy has been going since the first game today at 10:30. And this is what Supersport Challenge Rugby is all about. Bringing rugby back to the communities.
Set! No, leave it! Leave!
Oh, the handbags are coming out now.
Oh, that's Lindo Kuhle Welemu. Oh, he does not want to get involved. Not a worry in the world.
I love watching Giant in there. Look at that. He's too old for this drama.
That man in the thick of things.
Please press call back for me.
Lindo Kuhle Welemu.
Number 3. Come here.
Lindo Kuhle Welemu became a father 3 weeks ago.
No.
Congratulations to him and his family.
Okay, the scuffle had nothing to do with the two of you. And you is the second time now. You had a scuffle there in the first half. You understand? So that behavior is unacceptable. I'm not going to accept it. But what I'm going to tell you is this is the second time that he's doing it. So it's going to be a penalty against you. All right? And another one, I'm going to have to deal with it. Thank you.
I just absolutely love the way Paul Mendy has communicated with the players. There's a lot of energy out there. It's extremely aggressive. He has a chat, reminds them of where they started. It's Kutuzani Mchunu versus Lindo Kuhle Welemu, and the Locks get involved.
Well, interesting you say he had a child 3 weeks ago, because Welemu does look a bit grumpy, and perhaps that's from sleep deprivation.
We're going sideways, number 9, use it. We're going sideways.
The Sharks looking for their first points of the game. Swart point, flung around.
Leave it 19.
Johnny Mayer. Kafi himself, big border player, and striking him off. Now deep, Martin du Toit sends it right into the crowd.
What a kick into the wind, and it's a big difference between how the EP Elephants have exited their 22 and the Sharks have. Finding a lot more distance, the EP Elephants, with the boot of Ozar du Toit and Ntubeni Dukisa. So that 10-12 combination working really well.
As Jainam Tianda receives some attention, player goes on, Sharks. That's the error.
Well, the captain, Jared Ward, just drops his head. Not a very kind pass. Things just not working out for the Sharks.
Get your feet under you, guys. Get your feet under you.
Xavier Swartboy has been decent.
Okay, it's fine. Let's just shift, guys. Please, come in.
Amakwicho being sung in the stands. It sounds incredible. You can almost feel my seat shaking. We're right behind all of those wonderful fans.
Set.
I can tell you the party's going to continue well after the final whistle. Had to hold Fudge back from joining in earlier.
Look at all the high fives. The big men.
Are you okay?
We're always going to bully, but it takes effort.
Time off.
Anton, huge effort going in there. Look at that. That's what you want to see in a side which is progressing and growing. That camaraderie and culture. A huge effort. A great scrummage there. From 1 to number 8, all putting in a huge effort.
So you're talking about that camaraderie. Rion Orange, I saw him in the middle. They're giving the backpacks. These gents are playing with confidence, and it's been what we've seen, I think, Fudge, today is a team coming alive, finding themselves in front of us.
Collapsing. Just collapse. Second.
100%, Anton.
Send them
Andrew
down.
Evans.
Send them.
Big number 5. He's been good as well. Maybe it is the right time to bring on some subs. Xavier Swartboy will be coming off for that man. James Bruce.
Okay. Time back on.
Youngster.
Collapsing.
21 years of age.
Let's go, please.
Dukisa, with reliable boots.
So, will they go for a maul here? finding good cohesion now in the tight five.
Papi Tumtianda, seen it throughout the day. And now the maul like a runaway train.
Advantage number 4 coming from the side. Number 4 black.
With advantage, the Elephants. Papi, and I think they're going to want to keep him on the whole game. Because his line-out throwing and his work with the locks has been stellar.
Number 4.
There was a turnover, but there was advantage, and Paul Menti can have a little power.
Yeah, there's just an accumulation of different penalties against your team, different infringements. So the pitch just have a word from you. Sort it out, yeah, sort it out.
Fair enough.
Number 4 coming from the
Breaking
side
down
in the mall.
play, disrupting play. Gideon Kuchenberg, the man penalized.
Time is off, just wait for them.
How much higher up has that
Come back on.
penalties tally gone in the second half?
Number 4.
Only 13 minutes and they've given away 6. Brilliant line out, set in the tight five. They're finding cohesion. Look at how quickly they get that maul going. And if that maul can summarize a performance, it's going to be a long road up for the Sharks now.
Willemu. This time the Sharks stronger on the counter-up. And Papi goes on a run. Still going! And Papi powers his way over! Like a train that can't be stopped.
I love it in the stands. The EP Elephants management love it. That is a huge try by a man who has been simply a warrior. Mithali Mpafi, the man from Hudson High School in East London. He's been playing in the provincial setups of Border from a very young age, all the way from under 12. Brilliant try.
And Fudge, doesn't that performance by Mpafi characterize how so many players for the Elephants today have stuck up their hands and been soldiers? Perhaps most epitomized by the man either made of rubber or of iron who's about to take a kick.
Or both.
Oh, of course he's got it.
Simply irreplaceable. His performance has been amazing. So has that man's. Look at the strength shown by the man. True grit. Brilliant. They love it on the stands. Rightfully so.
And now, with 25 minutes left, Sharks go deep. Oh, Fourie sells the dummy, puts in the kick, and look at the chase from the EP Elephants. They galvanize. They're playing with more and more energy.
That man, Tristan Fourie, so composed, doesn't go for power, just goes for direction. And look at that exit, brilliant stuff. 62% possession. It's 54% of the territory. They're playing a lot of the game in the middle of the field, but it's discipline that's letting down the Sharks.
Now Barnard, new man on the field, takes it, whipped out. Costa, he's a St. Andrews boy who was the fulcrum of the under-19 Sharks Currie Cup winning side. And from the very famous sporting family, the Costas. His cousin Nick played for Western Province and Cambridge, recently hung up his boots.
That's much better from the Sharks. Henry Chamberlain, only 20 years of age, finding a good touch now. They'll need to keep behind their team. Going into the last 20 minutes, the fans are going to be so vital for the EP Elephants now.
And I'll tell you, that is Missionville, who played a game but still find the energy to support. The short line out works. And now the big man bashing it up, runs over him. Listen to the Guija in the background. Gora puts in the kick, as again the chase is on. No option for the quick throw in there.
And that's just brilliant work from Arend. Gives us no options. And that's what you want.
Just give him time.
One man puts in the effort, stops that play, it allows the entire side to get up into a line. Sharks need this to turn it around.
Time is still off, we're still waiting for the boot. Yeah, time back on.
Vosloo takes. As Fudge says, it's now or never almost for the Sharks. There's their captain, Jeremy Ward. South African under 20, 2016. He was also a very good water polo player at school. He said, interestingly, that he didn't find Durban too different from PE. This is Ward. It's now Bruce. Replacement scrum off, works it out. The Sharks have struggled to find some form and shape after that red card. They had a period of good attacking play where EP held up in the first half. This is now one of their better passages of play that they've found in the game. Working out, we mentioned earlier, Murray Costa takes contact. Fudge, impenetrable.
Look who it is, Diego Williams, the man who was born in Alexandria and went to Alexandria High School. Scored 3 tries so far. Brilliant play from him, classic number 6 play. Each player doing his job and doing it well. But this is where it gets dangerous for the EP Elephants. Look at that. Huge effort. Unfortunately, James Bruce just found on the wrong side. They're on the ground, unable to clear him away. Great play by Diego Williams. And like I was saying, this is a very important part of the game. They're going to need the support as they get into the last 20 minutes now.
Time back on.
They need to have that energy up. They'll be known to let it slip.
Crucial 20 minutes. James Scott comes into the field. Scott was a late bloomer, played under 16B at school. Now worked out with the Sharks. Costa. Zas, so busy in the first 20 minutes of the game. Hadn't seen him for a while. Cut up pass. Sharks are coming alive. Mvovo bundled out by none other than Richmond Gora.
Of course, Diego Williams goes and gives him a high five. It's just so good to watch. Gives me goosebumps, Anton. You know, when things are going right and everyone's in there, the cohesion. Lovely to watch.
Shut up!
Juggled up, comes out the side, and it's a fine take by Gora. Totoy. De Wit. Worked out right. Mayinja puts his head down, beats the first, beats the second, gets out the pass. Can you believe it? EP Elephants, 3 tries to nothing.
Azad du Toit. Martin du Toit, rather. What a finishing try. What a move. The pass started with him. Look at this pass. A lob pass. It looked like it could have been forward, slight enough for us to continue with play. And what a way to continue. See you later, Mayinje. Pass it back to the man who gave him that pass in the first place. Du Toit finishes off. Wonderful play.
Dukisa adds another 2. But you were talking, you said there was such an important 20 minutes left. And the Elephants have kept it up.
Look at this, the way he just pinned back his ears and went for it. Turn of pace, brilliant. Good supporting line from Du Toit on the inside. It's just great play from this EP Elephant side.
Putta Chamberlain restarts. And very few people would ever have predicted that this would be the score. As I say that, Leyland Zas goes on a rampaging run. Giving out handoffs left, right and center. And now the Sharks 5 meters out, searching for their first points of the game. Kuchlenberg. Jantum Tianda says, not today.
Solid is that line of defense.
Very, very good. Fumani Boy has drilled his team into shape. They're looking so good. Not wanting to jinx them as now the Sharks build up momentum. Looking good.
Release, 19.
But men out wide as well, should they choose it. Kuchlenberg puts his head down. And look at that defense. They won't. They've ripped it out. The kick comes in. Stunning stuff as Wazium Bobo gets a chance to run at it. But a wall of red and black stripes comes up. It is something special to watch a team galvanized like this.
David now, hands off!
And a far departure from their woes of last season are the EP Elephants today in their hometown. Costa, Stringer, Ward. Bruce. Mountford. Mountford, a very tough player himself. Stringer. Gets out the pass, Ward. Sharks need some moment of magic. They're looking a bit bereft at the moment as they now get it out. Perhaps that magic's coming.
Backwards and backwards they go.
And that's turned over.
Let go, Black.
Come out, EP Elephants. And then, yeah.
Number 6 Black, just call number 6 Blacks up. Red, 3 and 6. Okay,
James
3 and 6,
Bruce,
red.
unable to get out of the way, let go. So when defense turns into attack, it allows you opportunities like these. Turnovers start to happen. The opposition gives away penalties. It's difficult to come from the right area.
Now the EP Elephants defense, or their performance, has been characterized by impenetrable defense at the last moment, refusing to submit. Look at this. Kuchlenberg above the line, the fly half, Du Toit ripping it out.
Just incredible work. Look at Yuri van Vieren. Mhlali Mpafi's in there as well. It looks like the Sharks were able to ruck it back, but illegally so.
Yeah, right here. Hold on.
Taken quickly by Bruce. Kuchlenberg. Stringer. They came forward off a hand there, did. Here are the celebrations of the Elephants players.
Yep. Shaking of the head coming from Lwazimboko. So difficult to put together phases and to work hard off of the ball when you've got people right up in your face. There we see Stringer unnecessarily passing it out wide. So easy to become disinterested being one of these Sharks players right now. The vibe is thick in the stadium. The opposition is loud and giving high fives. 7 handling errors to the 2 of Eastern Province.
Off camera, Elephants have 2 players in the forms of Mayinje and Fourie on the blind side.
Too much movement. Too much movement before the ball is in.
Short time for the Sharks. Play taken quickly. Through the hands, the Sharks trying to stage a miracle comeback in the last 13 minutes. Certainly have players with the pedigree, but with defense like that, it's going to be hard. Sharks moving backwards. Zasna puts his hand up and loses it forward.
Knock on.
He's looked so dangerous as Lionel Zas. Good to see him looking so good. Good form as well. He's been struggling with injuries. His career has had a myriad of injuries, and good to see him coming into form. Just knocking it on there, but he's looked good this afternoon, Anton.
Okay.
And so is he.
We're gonna wait for number
Brilliant game from that man, Tristan Fourie.
Yeah, stop working before the ball is in.
Showed the
And then
composure
second
at the
thing is I need
back
you
that
guys
was
to speed
needed.
up your setting up
Slater
of the
comes
scrum.
on for him
You guys
now.
are wasting time in the scrum, please.
There, the boys smiling into camera. And that man, the tennis coach, if you can believe it, waving in there. He's had a good day.
You know, the Sharks
Is it
management,
a sub?
brilliant names, huge talents there. There we see Kutuzani Mchunu.
Yeah, they're sapping you. Yeah, they're sapping you for number 3.
Yeah. Giant Mkyanda's led from the front. All the experienced players in the EP Elephant side have stuck up their hands.
Time back on, let's go.
And what a way for the management, the EP Elephants under Kubani Boy. What a way for them to carry on into this second half of the season. And they looked like they really needed it. They're so desperate and suffered a couple of heartbreaking losses.
Coach!
And Chunu comes back on for Mayor this time.
Bind! Set! No. He just didn't fit in. Nothing wrong. He just didn't fit in, that's all.
We keep our heart. Let's get a good lead, boys. Let's go.
Look out on that open side flanker, number 21, the tall Anele Lungisa. They call him Bakis.
Coach! Bind! Set! Keep it up, stay up, stay up, stay.
Sturdy scrum. De Wit palms it out. Gora. De Toy. Over the top. Mayinje. Underhand.
Wow.
Unbelievable stuff. Mayinje is having a cracker. Welemu been playing hard all day. And Gora, the energizer buzzy, gets it out. Now Sherwin Slater. Manchoyi almost got through. Gets out the pass, Richmond Gora. Just won't tire, will he? They'll need a scrum off. And in the form of Slater it is. Mtyanda, the captain, has to reach up for it. I say that. Would have gone over most men's head. He took it about face height. Good counteract. Gora up for it, keeps it alive. Dukisa. It's Mchunu who takes him down eventually, assisted by Kuchlenberg. Van Vuuren runs onto it. 10 minutes left. What do these 10 minutes have left in store for us, the viewer? What do they have left for these teams? Dukisa.
Straight down,
Judges have gone backwards. You see the size there. New man on the field.
Knock on
Now
advantage.
ripped out. Mchunu takes it. Sharks on the counter-attack. Bruce puts in the kick. And this is a foot race. Leland Zas gets it to his toe. A battle for it and dived upon it. That's great work by De Wit, the forward. Managed to outstrip Leland Zas.
Leave it, Black, let go.
Zas may have suffered from cramp.
You're not supporting your body weight, you're resting on your head on the floor.
What a chase by Alan De Wit. He had about 100 meters to chase down. Also the big man, Yuri van Vuuren. How awesome was it seeing him in full flight? Foot race between him and Zas. Take a look at this. Bruce does well-weighted kick. Look at that big man. Can you believe he used to play center when he was 17 years
The man
old?
has been subbed, please move him off.
That's a brilliant effort by De
Number one.
Wit. Great athleticism to
number
get back
one.
on his feet as
Oh, yeah,
well.
thank you.
Allowing his teammates
let's go,
enough
chaps,
time
please.
to get back there.
Let's go, please.
Zas not looking too comfortable.
De Wit has had a good game since coming on. You see Richmond Gora in the background being assisted off.
He's been magnificent, hasn't he?
Magnificent is the exact word, Fudge.
Each player just doing their job perfectly. Coach couldn't ask for anything more. His kicking was spot on, his passing was brilliant, he controlled the rucks, got the ball out, organized the forwards. Brilliant scrum half play from him. So Zas, hopefully he's okay and he's not too badly injured, but Tole will come on for him.
Giant Mtanda for the umpteenth time this evening.
No.
Takes it, and the Maul now looking strong. Going forward. Lungisa now bursting through. It's Majola. Lungisa now using his athleticism.
Ball is out. It is out.
It's been a turnover. Bruce puts in the boot. And Kuchlenberg, the sole Sharks chaser. Good effort from him. But Dukisa wrong steps him. Still running. This man is tireless and unbreakable. Still on the attack. Shrugs off a prop. Sends Kutam Chunu flying over him. Flat pass from Detoy. Orense now in the attack. Several players having some stellar runs, but he lost control of that in the tackle.
Jeez, that's brilliant. Take a look at this. Fancy feet. Look at this. Bingo. See you later. That's Marcel Barnard. Look at the composure to hold on to the ball. Look at that. What do you call that,
I think it's something from judo, Fudge.
That's some Chunu on his back there.
Maybe WWE, like.
Still, Arendse has a go. Stepping, keeps on going. Looks for the offload. Maybe he should have just held on to it.
I think a statue should be erected of that man there. He can kick, he can take a hit, he can throw a prop over his shoulders.
That's been an extraordinary performance by the experienced inside center. Looks like Mihlali Mpafi is coming off the pitch. So, the birthday boy, Tembekile Mfene Poltina, comes on for that man. Mpafi, brilliant performance. Line out throws were on spot, scored an incredible try.
Sit.
Bruce feeds, takes it out quickly, looks at his options. Mountford puts in the kick. It's a bit of a juggle, but no errors the way of EP's side. Lungisa. Van Vuren. Another player who's worked hard today. Been a soldier. Welemu. Mtianda. He loses control. Sharks keen to play on. Less than 5 minutes left. Chunu and Majola with a brave tackle around the ankles. Costa puts in a dart and big Lilo Kushlu lands upon him. And just defense.
Okay, wait. Medics! No, wait. Lie. Okay, come.
Yuri van Vuren, the big boy.
And unfortunately a really nasty injury. And our thoughts go out to the players. It is a knee injury. You can see the express.
That look says everything, doesn't it?
So the player's well-being in terms of his head, his neck's fine, but it was an incredibly nasty knee injury, which we won't be looking at again.
Yeah, that's yeah.
And a lot of pain. So
The game, I think, might be
Table time check.
good to see the medics out rapidly.
Dante, time check.
And the crowd has been inspiring. You see the man who led out the Elephants today. And lovely to see the youngsters. I wonder if one of them will be putting on the red and black or the green and gold in days to come.
Well, here's a little story for you, Anton. That is an incredible picture. You see there, people are relaxed. People are really enjoying this. But the man I mentioned earlier, Anele, man who goes by Bakis Lungisa, he's a great story of the community around here. He actually works full-time for water and sanitation. Played at the Star of Hope. We watched earlier on. They're playing in the Challenge Cup. We saw that earlier on. He played there in 2017 and he was there and got picked up there by the EP Elephants back then. Been in the mix since 2017, playing in the Gold Cup. And here are some tries. Presence of mind to hold on to the ball. They ruck well. Gora swings it out wide. Dancing feet for Fourie. Composure to hold on to it. Brilliant skill to place it over the try line. All high fives.
And that try was the result of some relentless play. And then in the second half, a man who had been relentless, Mshlali Mpafi, using his strength and bearing in mind that the Sharks had held strong for a good 45 minutes. Mpafi then bulldozing over. And we go back to the action. And there's several players, as Fudge was saying, who are certain characters in this EP Elephant side. Giant Mtianda, who has been an absolute hero. He has played around the block, and his name came when he played at Spring Rose in the Eastern Cape. His real name is Lubabalo, but the players at Spring Rose couldn't pronounce his name, so they called him Giant, and he said he didn't think the name would stick. And he says it's still quite strange for him to hear people calling him Giant.
I can't picture anyone calling him anything else, Anton.
Maybe Sir is all I'd call him.
He's a mammoth of a human being, and he's made his size felt on the pitch this afternoon, that's for sure, on defense and on attack.
Fudge, what would you say has been the difference to the street's got some moves? Oh, love that.
They love rugby out here in the Eastern Cape, especially in these parts. KwaZakele. Amazing rugby culture out here.
And great work for the medics.
Just see the crowd clapping him off.
Yeah.
Let's wait for the stretcher to go out first.
Andrew Evans. So our thoughts and best wishes go out to Andrew and to obviously to his family and friends watching this. And we wish him speedy recovery. We also appreciative of the quick, immediate medical response from the medics here in KwaZulu. Unpleasant for the players to have to witness that. Of course, worst of all for Andrew himself. So, Mr. Evans, we wish you the best.
Yeah, we sure do. And the officials have been just as fantastic as the fans, isn't it, Anton?
Smile, you're on TV.
Chaps. Okay, before the injury, I was playing knock-on advantage for you guys, so we're gonna restart with a scrum. Your ball, black ball. Okay. The time back on.
Okay, let's go, boys.
So after that coach, very unpleasant, sad interlude, we go back to the action.
Set.
3 minutes left. And not a day the Sharks want to look back on too often, it seems. Bruce, Costa, quick hands, but pass goes amiss now. It's been ripped out. Rion Arendse, but regained and ripped back. Tole, Bruce, brought some nice energy on. Swartboy was also bringing great service while he was on the field. Barnard, Costa, Ward, over the top. There we go for Butter Mountford. Knocked on, or rather knocked backwards, Paul Menti says. So possession and the phase staying with the Sharks. James Scott, himself having been schooled at Grey PE, as is that man who gave him the pass, Ward to Mchunu. Some good handling from the Sharks now at the end of the game. Lwazim Vovo. Just tireless defense.
No, no.
Being so vicious.
Here Paul Menti saying no, no, no. There's some hungry eyes from the EP side. So good phase play from the Sharks at the end. Getting their hands and the passes moving. Dimaza, himself a Dale College boy.
No.
Bruce. Costa. Lovely stepping from the big man. Chunu. He is from the town of Greyton. Nice inside pass. Now Lwazim Vovo goes on the run. The Springbok winger. They're trying to hunt him down. No one is going to have a pace to stop him. And Lwazim Vovo, right at the end, scores for the Sharks.
Quickly, go, go, go.
Well, Lwazim Vovo, the beautiful try, and quickly converted with a drop kick. And look at this. Who would have known he still has all the gas in the world? Inside, outside. See you later. No one's going to catch him, especially not Anele Lungisa. Great try.
Time off table. Time back on table.
Intabeni Dukisa restarts, probably his last drop kick of the day. Goes aerial. And have a Sharks scrum.
What a chase. That big man, Lindo Kuhle, Welemu.
Doesn't that image paint a picture? Players on the floor, they have given it all, and this will be a day that will live on in the memory of all those who have supported Eastern Province forever. Unfortunately for the Sharks, it will be a day shrouded they won't want to think of too often.
I'm happy that he went for the ball. Fair contest, fair contest.
Playoff hopes diminish into the darkness even more. It looks like he's going for the ball. It looks like it's a fair contest. I don't think there's anything in it. Big man Lindo Kuhle Welemu really gotten around the park. Scrums have been good from both sides.
Coach! Point! Set! Give it up.
Dimaza, Bruce, Costa, Mountford, Chamberlain rather it is. Peter Chamberlain. And that defense, as it has been for all 80 minutes today and longer, incredibly strong, just having had the one lapse a few minutes ago. Dimaza does a dance. Costa calls for it. Stringer throws the dummy. Diego Williams straggles him to the earth. Through the hand, Sharks keen to play it. Good to see they've kept their heads up. Adam Mountford. And some late energy from them in the reserves. Marcel Barnard, Bruce. As they're making their way up the field.
No hands.
Costa, Ward, Mrs. Stringer, Tole. Martin du Toit does his best to rip it out. Still going to come out the way of the Sharks.
Let's go now.
Come on, man.
Well, yeah, it does. Deft hands. Sharks just keeping it alive, almost touch rugby style. Lungisa puts in the hit. Cut out pass now, Sharks looking alive. The kick goes in, they need to chase it, otherwise it'll be the end of the game. Of course he dummies it. And then a one-handed kick in Tabeni Dukisa. And this has been a stellar performance by the EP Elephants. The Sharks had moments of strength, but ultimately a famous performance, a day that will not be forgotten in the Eastern Cape or PE. The EP Elephants defeat the Sharks 27 points to 7. Is a monumental victory for the EP Elephants as they defeat the Sharks 27 points to 7. Now for our post-match interviews.
Well, I'm joined by the man of the match for this afternoon's enthralling game of rugby, and he's going to have his DSTV Explorer handed over to him by Monina Swartboy, and it goes to Richmond Gora. You guys can do the handover now. Richmond, a fantastic game from you guys, particularly you at the halfback position. How do you feel with the win?
Zeker om te zeggen, dat was een goede voorbeeld. Ons wil net zeggen, dank voor Hemelse Vader wat ons die wonderlijke dag gegeven heeft. Om te zeggen dat die guys het hulle kan gebring van, ons het geweet, die Sharks gaan hulle kan brengen, maar ons het niet teruggestaan. Nie.
And it's a big energy that you guys brought through today.
Okay, dus, samen.
Congratulations and well done today.
As je baie dankie.
And I'm going to call on the Sharks captain, Jeremy Ward. Jezza, things not quite going your way this afternoon. What would you attribute it to?
Yeah, I think just we really had momentum in the first half, the first 20 minutes. Couldn't capitalize on opportunities. We had a couple of line breaks, couldn't really make them count. And then obviously the red card really affected us. Discipline was an issue today.
Talk to us about the red card and the rest of the discipline throughout the game. What's your feeling as a captain?
Yeah, really hard. We asked for work rate, we asked for effort. That's all we could do. We knew we were covering for a position on the field, so we just had to do our best. They caught us out wide a few times and we could have worked harder. But as a team, we really worked hard, but I think we let ourselves down today.
Moving forward, what's next?
We've got SVD next week Sunday, last game of the tournament, and a chance for us to finish on a good note.
All the best with that.
Thank you so much.
And now I'm going to call on the winning captain, Giant, they call him in these areas. What a performance from you guys. You must be ecstatic as a captain.
No, it was a great pleasure playing here with the boys. And as we say, yeah, every time we play here, we always win the game. And we're happy to keep that culture going. And yeah, we're happy, man, for the win.
Where to from here for the EP Elephants?
The next game is going to be in Cape Town. We're playing in Zimbabwe. Looking forward to that game as well. Although it's the last game, we're not going to make it to the semis. We're happy to go play that game there and bring some glory away. We haven't won away.
Congratulations on today's efforts, Giants, and all the best for the rest of the campaign.
Thank you very much.
Doing a rap.
Oh, okay.
The blitz, sorry, the blitz piece.
Yeah.
Day 2, né? Actually, day 3.
Renier is coming down now.
Something just opened. And hence comes to an end another weekend of the Supersport Rugby Challenge, the penultimate round of the Supersport Rugby Challenge, and it ends emphatically with the EP Elephants upsetting the Sharks out in Port Elizabeth. But Vainan, you're joining with me here, and it's been an incredible weekend of rugby all the way throughout.
It's definitely been an incredible weekend, Sam. An amazing day here in Eastern Province. Great win by EP Kings. They really made it worthwhile for the crowd, and such a great win for them. It really defines this specific game for them today in terms of how the youngsters came through. Some of their raw talent really picked up the hand today and made it sure that they are seen.
Results throughout, starting with the North Conference as well, and we've seen a couple of the guys there cementing their places, the likes of the Griquas as well as the Pumas there too.
Yeah, Griquas and Pumas. Ricky said it actually earlier. This is a competition that they really dominate. The Lions probably do want to give themselves a chance as well, so that's why they probably had a very, very good win. The Blue Bulls possibly an outside chance as well. So an overall a good day for the boys upstairs.
And then we start off with the first game today, the Western Province. They took on the Free State 15 as well, and it was a very, very close encounter there. But Western Province managing to do the duties.
And that's why they're first on the lot. Cheetahs did come out guns blazing. I think they probably look back at this game and say, guys, we could have actually won this game. You know, a few areas that Western Province will really need to look at and really fix. The lineouts were not particularly very well today, not quite as accurate. Sharks as well in the second game, really effective in the lineouts in terms of winning the lineouts, but not really dominant in terms of executing. So that's one area that both teams will probably look at going forward and say, guys, we really need to fix this.
And one of the things we spoke about is keeping an underdog in the game for so long. And the EP Elephants, they stayed in the game. That's how they managed to pick up the victory here today.
100%, and that's the specific thing